Carlson from Ralph Carlson Blog here, and today's question is a pretty simple one. We're going to talk about retirement. Talk about retirement a lot here, and the question is, when you think about retirement, are you just wishing for things to happen, or do you have a plan to make them happen? Now, to me, retirement is, well, there's a lot of problems with the term retirement, but let's just simplify it and let's just say that retirement is the time in your life when you switch from like a full-time job, when a good part of your time is committed to a job that provides income, supports your family, does all the things that we expect it to do. And retirement is when you move to having more discretion. You might still work, but if you don't work all the time, you can choose when to work and not to work, where to work, how to work, or not to work. And you have more discretion about how you use your time, where you use it, who with, and all that kind of stuff. So let's just take retirement as meaning that, and go forward. Now, if you're like me, you kind of went through your working career on autopilot, and you did what came along. You took the jobs that were there. You tried to get more money. You tried to get promotions, look for advancements, all that kind of stuff. But there was not necessarily a plan going on about your life and how you live. And it's all tied up with the work thing and whatever else. We're not gonna go with that right now. But what retirement does is gives you a real transition from a time in your life when you've got a real dedicated block of time that goes to work, and retirement where you've got much more discretion about how you use your time and what you do with it. So the question is, how are you going to make use of all that discretion, all that time that you now have to choose what you want to do with it? And I'm not minimizing the financial dimension of it. It's just that that's not something that I'm very expert about, and I certainly don't want to pretend to give you any advice about that. That's something you should go somewhere else for. But with those resources, are you getting the most value for your lifestyle out of the retirement income, the retirement resources that you have? That's what we're talking about with the retirement wishes versus the retirement plan. If you're just wishing for something to happen, then the odds are it's not going to happen. It takes a plan, to make things happen. And so, what I'm suggesting is that you take those retirement wishes. The wishes are wonderful. Take those wishes, prioritize them, figure out what kind of resources it takes for those wishes to happen. Put them down on a big sheet of paper, order them, number them, rearrange them, and then figure out what it's going to take for those things to happen. And then you put together your plan to make it happen. To get the resources, to juggle resources around, whatever it takes, but to actually commit yourself and make the effort to make those wishes realities. And that's what really it takes to make an outrageous retirement. You need a plan. So the message today is, if you're just wishing for things to happen in your retirement, stop fooling yourself. They're not going to happen from wishes. But you still can have those things. You just need to put in a little work, figure out what it is that really is important for you, and then make a plan to make them happen. So that's the message today from Ralph Carlson Blog. Talk to you later.